Please like the video and subscribe my channel to get updates. Also press bell icon to receive notifications of new uploads. Here is a paperweight which is having a spherical knob, a cylindrical part and a frustum of a cone. So in the problem only the front view is provided to you. This top view you need to draw. I have drawn here the top view for your convenience. So what you have to do, initially you can see, when we see from the top, this 44 mm diameter spherical part is visible like this from the top, right? And this cylindrical part is not visible, so it has been drawn in hidden lines. The top face of the frustum of the cone is visible, that is with a diameter of 32 mm diameter is the diameter of this cylinder, and this is 63. So this is having the diameter of 63 and the bottommost diameter is given as 75 mm. So we have drawn all the diameters in the top face. Now to start with, initially enclose the lowermost bottom of the diagram of this front view so as to enclose in a four-sided figure, that is square in this case. So we have enclosed the lowermost bottom 75 mm diameter in a square, and let us start with the drawing. So initially draw two lines at an angle of 30 degree here. This point may be this one, so say this is A, B, C and D. So you can cut from A to B, taking this dimensions from there and multiplying it by the scale. So you have to take this distance multiplied by 0.82 or 0.815. So these two will be the markings, say here, somewhere around here. So this is B, this is D. Now draw the parallel lines so as to get the point C here. So this is the lowermost. Now using four centers method or method of points, you can easily draw the ellipse here like this for the lowermost bottom, that is this one. Now to draw top face of this conical part, again you have to enclose this circle into a square, and you can mark these corners. These corners you can easily mark using MN method, as we have already discussed in the previous videos. So this MN method is actually method of points. So you can mark, but before that you have to project the height. So give a height of whatever has been given here. It is, say for example, 25 mm. So this height you have to mark here, so that you are getting another rhombus at a height of the required height. And you can mark using MN method these points. Say these points are here. These are obtained by drawing the parallel lines from M and N. So this is the smaller rhombus for the top face. Now you can easily draw again with the use of either 4 centers method or using this will be the ellipse for the top face of this lower part. Now you have to draw this cylindrical part. For that, again you have to enclose this cylindrical part into a square, and you can easily mark this using MN method with this bigger one. So you can draw, so you can take these points M and N, so that you are say for example you are getting points here, here, here and here. So draw another rhombus here and then one ellipse for the cylindrical part. You can project the height of the cylinder here, and another cylindrical part. So two same ellipse will be formed at a height of 10 mm, that point. Now you have to identify the center. This will be the center, and move up to a height of this one. Now this height is required here. This can be calculated using the Pythagoras theorem here, because this is 22 as given here, this is 16 because this complete is 32, so this one will be 16. So calculate h, which is nearly 16 mm or so, 15 mm, 15 point something, 15.1 mm. Say this is height of the center. So multiply this height by 0.815 and mark the point of center here. Then take original radius, that is R22, and draw an circle here, which will be joining this cylindrical part at some point. Now you can highlight the, so this will be the cylindrical part. You need not to show this, only light you can keep it, and this yellow one is the spherical part. Now you can highlight the cylindrical portions, so they are somewhere around here, and this is the lower part which is to be darkened. So this is the cylindrical part. As far as the lower part is concerned, it is from here, only front part is to be darkened, so only this part is darkened, and join them with tangential lines like this. So now you can darken them, this line and this line, and then this part. Like this. So this completes the isometric projection of this paperweight. Similar type of questions can be attempted using the methodology, but with a remembrance that whenever there are spherical parts, you have to take isometric scale into consideration till the point you are going to draw the circle for sphere. Means up to the point when you have identified the center in the diagram, means up to this point you have to take scale, and while drawing the sphere you need not to take the scale, you have to take the original radius of the sphere, because sphere is having the original diameter or radius, irrespective from where you are looking it doesn't make any sense. So it is always a circle of the original radius. So that's all for this video. Thank you and thanks for watching me. Please do subscribe my channel if you like this video. Thanks once again.